So what's up guys, my name is Benjamin Eisenman. I am a magician mentalist from Panama City, Panama. I am 26 years old and I've been in the self-development journey for about 9 years now, but I consider myself still a beginner because everyone is a student and I am a student as you are. And so today I created this channel to be able to upload, and the channel is to upload one video a week, maybe 2 videos a week, I'm not sure, but and create a world, a universe in my own channel so you can have an inspiration, motivation for being a better person in self-development, being a better conversationalist, and also being a better human being itself. So we're going to talk everything about the self-development journey. We're going to talk about magic, we're going to talk about mentalism. So if you're not interested in magic per se, we might as well help you with magic, develop certain abilities and tools to be a social dynamics master. So what I'm doing in this channel is combining self-development with magic with social dynamics. I believe that's a very powerful combination to try out, and I think it's going to be pretty fun. So let's dive into the first topic of the channel, which is a gentle reminder. I want to tell you guys 3 things that you must remember at all times in order for you to have self-compassion with yourself, and whatever happens in your life, you turn your life around literally, because you can't control what other people say, do, or think, but you can control what you do and how you react to these things. Basically yourself. So let's start right away. The first thing I want to talk about is a gentle reminder number 1, which is the fact that you have to make peace with your mistakes, yourself, and others. So the moment you accept, listen to this for a second, the moment you accept that everything that happens around you that you can't change, literally you can't change, and this comes from the Stoics and cognitive behavioral therapy and everything, but the moment you accept something you can't change with your heart, your mind, your soul, and all your power and your might, that's the moment where you'll find peace, internal peace and external peace in all areas of your life. So for example, let's say somebody insults you or something. Like somebody tells you like, oh, somebody important to you insults you. And they say, oh, you're a prig, you're this, you're that, and go yourself, stuff like that. And so you might take it personally, or you might just accept it with mind, heart, and soul, pause for a second, and then respond with a loving attitude. What do I mean by this? Because, for example, what I'm saying by this is you make peace with everything, and you respond to everything, almost everything, in the eyes of love and peace and joy by pausing and going up the levels of energy as you let go of the feeling that's pulling you back. I'm going to delve down deeper in that topic later on in another video, which is Letting Go by David Hawkins and all the techniques around it. But I want to say this as a gentle reminder that if you make peace with others, yourself, and everything that happens, literally you're going to respond to life in a more loving way. And guess what? When you respond to life in a loving way, suddenly things start to look more loving and people start to respond to you as well in a loving way. First things first. Make peace with yourself, others, and everything that happens around you. And this is a concept in Stoicism called amore fati, which is basically that. So yeah, that's point number 1. So point number 2 is the fact that if you want to change a bad habit, if you want to remove a bad habit from your life, you have, and it's the best idea I think, to replace it with a good habit. So let's say, for example, you are smoking weed. I don't smoke weed. I don't do it. But I guess some people do, and it's affecting you, right? It's affecting you. Who knows? Maybe it serves somebody. Maybe it's good for people, some people. But for other people, maybe they abuse it a little bit. So let's say you smoke too much weed, and you want to replace it with a good habit. What you do is you remove every single thing in your life that reminds you of weed, literally from your eyes, from your smell, from everything. And you make the decision to literally enjoy life in a non-high way. You see, if you're already addicted to it. If not, if it's not a problem for you, it's fine. I don't judge. It's a non-judgmental attitude. Everything's perfectly fine. But if you want to quit something that's doing you bad, that's doing you wrong, then you might as well remove everything around you that reminds you of that. It's the same with toxic people. You just remove them from your life. You stop hanging out with them, even though if the habits they have, some habits are good and some habits are bad. You just stop because the bad habits that they have are infecting you in a way that they don't overwrite the good habits that they're they're implanting on you. So don't let yourself be influenced, but influence others for the good. See, that's one thing. Now the other thing about that, the same point, is that if we want to make sure that we replace bad habits with good ones, we have to make sure of the intention. We have to be clear of the intention. So let's say you want to remove a bad habit, and so you want to quit smoking weed, too much weed. You want to quit smoking weed forever. Then replace it with drinking water. See, if you drink 8 glasses to 9 glasses of water a day, I promise you, you will be a better person. I tried this. I've been doing this for about maybe 8 years now, maybe 9 years, since 2014. I took it very seriously. I don't do it perfectly every day, but I know that it made a difference in my life when I did it every day. Sometimes I still do it, and I know when I drink water, literally half my problems disappear because inside I'm fine, right? Internally I'm fine. So that's the second point. And the third point is one thing I want to say. It's a weird, little crazy thing, but I know it might be weird for you guys, but for me it works, and I think it's worked for a lot of people that I've told this to. And so it's the idea that you combine love for life with fear of death. And here's what I mean. Usually in Stoicism, it's a classic thing to think about, memento mori, but if you combine it with amor fati, which is what I mentioned before, which is love of life, you'll realize that you're not afraid of death because you'll die and then you'll miss out on something. No. Because eventually, I believe, life doesn't end. It's a whole cycle of the soul going through a whole process, and it just doesn't stop. Energy cannot be destroyed nor created, just transformed. So you go to another plane, whatever it is. I'm not God. I don't know about this, right? but I just believe in this. And so, if we remember that we're gonna die, but thinking about how people will miss us, how we will be remembered, that's another story. See, now, when people remember you, what legacy do you want to leave? Which legacy do you want to plant in the world? What do you want to make sure people know when you die? Do you want people to just see, oh, it was a good person, that's it? No. The idea is for you to impact others' lives. And it doesn't necessarily have to be so many people's lives, like giant amount of people. It doesn't have to be so many people. Whether you impact one life deeply, or 5 or 6 or 10 or 15 or 25 or 100, the importance is how deeply you affect those lives. And I think if we maintain this attitude forever, for the rest of our lives, maybe this gentle reminder will actually give us a sense of purpose. I hope this helps. Big hug. Let's spend here. Subscribe to the channel, like this video, and share if you like it. Peace.